There you go. Maybe you can now. Okay, cool. Thanks, guys. Yeah, very, very, make this full screen. There we go. Very impromptu, very atypical, just putting on the live stream as I list. Not going to go into all the detail we usually do. Just decided to do this. So hope you guys are having a good one. Pre-smoked pipe. So I'm going to put the pipe tobacco. Kind of like a hillbilly guy. Along with a soldier. No breaking, no bite, bitter taste. Take a closer look at this one. Hillbilly U.S. soldier. Sounds good to me. Good day, Jeff. How you doing, man? Yeah, just not really a show per se. Just turned on the live stream as I'm listing. That's all. It's been a busy morning, and now it's 105, 107, whatever it is. And I just want to get some more up. Been doing well with the post, with the print ads, so I want to keep getting them up. Needs sold a postcard $40. Wow, that's fantastic. Live listing. Yeah, no problem, Jim. Thanks for coming in, man. Yeah, nothing, not really a show like I keep saying, but it's true. I'm not really doing a show. I'm not going on camera. I'm not talking about all the details. I'm just listing. So if you guys want to hang out and watch that and chat a little bit, please do. I know it's been a while since I've been on. A lot of stuff going on with my dad, but I have a little lull right now in the activity, so I figured I would fire up the old YouTube. And thanks to all who viewed the last What's Sold video. It's doing pretty well as far as views, which is always appreciated. It's good to see the people enjoy that stuff. The print ads have been on fire, baby. So we got to ride that wave while it's hot. Keep getting them up. Let's see, where should we go? We shall go to... We shall go to a Boeing ad. This one I'm going to make a little more expensive because it's sort of a little bit rarer. Wing strength for Super Fortress. Finish the flight with war funds. Looks like they're building wings for airplanes, for fighter planes. Super Fortress wing. Thanks, Mike. Yeah, things are fine. It's just dealing with my dad's with some stuff going on. Jim, you forgot. Do I use a cross list? I'm in the process of moving from List Perfectly to Vendo. Yeah, I've used Vendu a lot, Jim. Last 2 or 3 years, I guess. I haven't been cross posting as much. I've really been focusing on eBay for most of my stuff, other than records and stuff, which is on Discogs. And Discogs isn't one of the participating platforms on Vendu currently. So I just list directly. It's so simple to list on Discogs. You really don't need a cross-platform listing tool for that one. But yeah, I could definitely highly recommend Vendu if you haven't used it. I think you'll be very, very, very satisfied with it. Thanks, man. I appreciate it, Chuck. Yeah, all is well. Just listing some stuff. All right, there we go. What's that one? I'll probably be on for like 15 minutes because I'm just going to whip through these. This one magazine I just scanned. There's only like maybe 15 ads in it that I have left to list. But it's in my wheelhouse, the World War II stuff. Love listing World War II ads. And I'm pretty excited. I found a pile of maybe 15, 20, no, maybe a little less than that, maybe 12 from 1945. All right before the war ended, like up until this issue was in March, for example. All right, this one's kind of cool. Got the Easter Bunny. Might even use the dreaded term anthropomorphic on this one. Gotta get this camera thing out of my. Excuse me, the microphone stand is right in my way of the keyboard, so I'm typing in super slow motion. Clothing and shoes. Would you guys consider this anthropomorphic because you got a Easter bunny reading in a chair with a pair of slippers on next to a proper bunny? I think so. I think we can get away with that. Your eBay's been so slow. Sorry about that. I've been doing okay, and that's why I'm trying to ride this wave, like I was saying. Yeah, you guys will go anthropomorphic. Hello, how you doing? Ansley, how you doing? Good to see you. A little early afternoon action here on YouTube. Yeah, I'm going to use it. I don't get to use that very often when it comes to print ads. It's fairly common, or a lot more common, definitely in postcards. But it's nice to use when you can use it. I'm sure there's people that just search for that specifically. Thought I was going to spell it right. Bunny slippers. I think that's good for that one. I'm lucky if I have maybe 2 or 3 ads of the 4,500 or so I have listed that have anthropomorphic in my title. So I like to use it when I can. All right, where else can we go? Let's go to some fancy pen action. Evershop. Fortunately, it doesn't have a dedicated category within advertising. So we just throw it in that black hole that is, all collectibles, merchandise, and memorabilia. But as long as it's up, somebody will find it. Household. Shop always answers $6 question. put U.S. soldier. Anytime you have like somebody dressed in a military garb like that, even if it's just partially, probably Navy. You guys can tell me. I think that's a naval kind of a thing. I never saw a pen. I want to see if it's what type of pen. Pretty lady there. $64 question. Skyliner pen is what it's called. 85. Oh no, $5. I was gonna say, wow, $85 for a pen. My God. Even now that would be ridiculous, let alone 1945. But sets $875 to $125. Trying to look for the term. Is it a ballpoint? The magic point is so smooth. I guess that's a ballpoint, maybe. Take it or leave it. Skyline. I'm going to put Skyline a ballpoint is what I'm going to put. It's been a while. Hope all's good. Yeah, it has been. Yeah, I wish it was practically summer. It's kind of the middle of spring, actually. Well, a little past middle, I guess. It's been miserable weather here. Well, like today is like 62, and it's been raining and cloudy every day for what feels like weeks. And spring hasn't really sprung. We've had a couple of really hot days, but most of the days have been like 50s and 60s and cloudy, eternally cloudy and cold. But yeah, the shows will be coming big time. It starts Memorial Day weekend, which is only, what, a week and a half away. We're playing up in New Hampshire this coming Memorial Day weekend. But yeah, it has been a while. Hope you're doing well. You having trouble with the scanner? What's going on with the scanner? Do you have trouble with it, or you just haven't had a chance to set it up, man? Hey, Keith, how you doing? Welcome. Okay, let's... Oh, I didn't realize that this is being cut off. When I scroll, you guys can see the title and all, right? I hope. I know I'm doing a very different format than usual. I just... What I said before, it's not really a show. It's just a camera on as I list. Call the lazy reseller. Big fan. Number 2 up in Canada. He's a guy. He does this kind of stuff a lot, where he just kind of turns on the camera and lists some stuff early in the morning. Maybe it's a little bit of an homage to him, but this will not be the norm, by the way. It's just, I just felt like turning on the YouTube just to get some live action in and say hi to anybody who is coming in. All right, that one's good. Got a bunch of shoe ads. I'll probably do those all in a row. The obligatory car ads. Crosley. I thought this was going to be for a radio, but it looks like it's for a refrigerator. Yep, Crosley. Thank goodness there is an appliances category. Get that right in there. I need to blow this one up too to get some more detail. Can't really make it out. Twice as much food to the front within easy reach. Ordinary blank door, complete shelf door. Crosley Corporation, Dream Kitchen of Tomorrow, Mother-in-Law. You get the gist. Got another naval, or we'll just put U.S. mode. When in doubt, I put U.S. Armed Forces. If I don't know exactly which branch they're in, it's more general. Wife, mother-in-law. Boom. Not your print scanner, my PC scanner. Oh, I'm really out of PCs. New ones anyway. I'm going back and forth, old stuff. Hey, Mark, what's going on? Breakfast? Oh, those time differences will get you every time. What's up, man? Yeah, I just popped on quick, Mark. Just listened some ads, threw on the, not even the camera, threw on the live streaming thing. Kind of an informal thing. Just, I was listening anyway, and I decided to turn on the camera. So I hope you guys are doing well. It'll probably just be a few minutes more. Because then I have to go scan. I still have a bunch of magazines to use my scanner on. This is all that I have left from kind of a frenzy of listing last night and this morning. So I wanted to finish these out. What do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. We have like 12 left. Should only take a few minutes. Vitality. Isn't that interesting? Sometimes this list faster thing will populate with a print ad. I don't know why it's not all the time, but I'll take it when it pops up. That's for sure. Because it depends on the category you're listing in. There's really not much going on here. Twice as smart, okay? That's all. The ones that are layups like this, for the purposes of live shows, we go into a lot of detail because it's conversational, and sometimes there's something worth pulling out. A lot of these ads, like these ones, are just bread and butter stuff. I don't put a lot of thought into it, quite honestly. Just the picture will sell it. Put the brand in there, say what it is, and list it. It doesn't take a long time. Ones that warrant further discussion, I love to take my time and get into them. But for them, a good handful of them anyway. A woman's shoe ad, what is there to really talk about? Nothing really exceptional on that one. But I saw there was a couple more shoes, so let's bang out those ones. Here's another one, kind of generic. Right dress spreads success. All right, Douglas shoes. This time it's men's. Oh, I lost my WW2 in there. That's not cool. Take a tip from the Navy. There you go. See? But there's that tie-in. And that's what can turn a bland ad into something that somebody might consider more collectible. Put U.S. Navy. Put that first because it's more important. Top tip. Bam. How do I put my title in the description? Oh, I thought you said how do. I used to, man, but I haven't in a long time. I think it's repetitive and unnecessary personally. You've probably seen my descriptions. I have this kind of canned thing that I put in specifics about the magazine, what issue it is, what the date is, the dimensions, things of that nature. That's about it. But so I used to do that. I used to copy and paste the title and put that as like a first line in the description. I don't know that that's necessary, quite honestly. So I kind of abandoned that a couple of years ago. I don't think there's anything wrong with doing it, but it's a time suck for me personally. Hope everybody's doing all right. Maybe you guys can do some listing too. You're just sitting around watching me. Go get some listings done, right? It's always the primary goal is to, I say this all the time, but it really is true. The primary goal is to motivate and encourage people to do the same thing. What is this? Pajamas. No belt pajamas. Wilson wear. Wilson Brothers. Wow, there's a lot going on. But Wilson Brothers men's pajamas. Makes it easy because we're still in clothing. Then all we need to do is change. I messed that up. Douglas wasn't the last one, was it? I'll change that later. Put this into clothing. I don't think I did that either. See, I'm getting lazy here because I'm not paying a lot of attention. Or what to, what do we got here? Some bright miscellaneous morning. They'll be back in a dresser drawer. No belt, super shorts. But no belt. Listen to me and gambling on the other screen. Good God Almighty. And you're folding laundry, all right? Whatever you got to do, folks. Whatever you got to do. Faultless. Let's throw that in. Not sure how that has. Do we have room for that? Probably. Faultless. Do they have no belt as one word? They do. Okay. Oh, I'm in shoes. This is not shoes, is it? No. This is just clothing. Sure, that works. Clothing and shoes. Nope, we're going to go right to clothing. I don't want clothing and shoes. Don't want it mixed in since it doesn't really apply. Okay. Another one down. I'm sorry, there's not a lot to listen to on this one specifically. It really is just me listing, nothing else. This is the last full page, so let's get rid of this one. See what it is. The grinder that ground out. Oh, this is for post cereal. Something about the gentleman who created it, Mr. Post. I know Post has their own category. Let's do that. Let's do Post cereal, and then we'll put Post them in afterwards. Try to trick eBay here to put us in the right category. There you go. See, cereal Post. That's where we want to be. Now we can go back and put Post them. Print ad got taken out for some stupid reason. We'll put it back in. Go to food on my internal category. The grinder that ground out 1,000 jobs. Post them. Just going to put breakfast. There's certain automatic words. If you're doing a cereal ad, I always throw breakfast in there as a keyword. Even though it's sort of understood, it's good to, just in case somebody's searching on that. Let me pull this one up. I don't know if you guys are seeing the blow-ups like I usually do because I'm just sharing one screen, but I could see it, and I'm just going to try to pull out any words that might be helpful. Postum is a product of General Foods. Instant Postum. Instant I'm going to put in. Yeah, CW Post had an idea. So this ad represents CW Post and his mill grinding machinery that he came up with. So I'm going to put Instant Postum, which I kind of think is like a cream of wheat sort of thing. Mill. Grinder. There we go. Had somebody buy 5 ads for me yesterday. I've been doing really well with that. I had, in successive weeks, I had back-to-back different buyers too, which is always good. Picking up 8 ads for some reason. I had a promotion, buy 3, get the 4th free. So people are capitalizing on that, which I highly recommend. If you have something in volume, it's a nice promotion to do that, like a volume discount like that, buy 3. And you can set it to buy 3, get 51 for 50% off, get your 4th free, whatever you want to do. But it encourages, obviously, multiple item purchases. So again, when you have a lot of something, if you have 10,000 postcards listed, if you want to do something like that, buy 4, get the 5th free, buy 3, get the 4th free, whatever, variation on that concept. It seems to work pretty well. It's doing well with the print ads for me too. So back-to-back weeks, I've had people pick up 8 ads at a time. Then I had somebody yesterday buy 5 of them, which was really cool. Love those multiple orders. And the print ads, like, it almost has no bearing. I could fit 25 of them in one folder easily. And even like these 8, when I put them all in one mailer, maybe it increases the overall weight an ounce. So it still ships very cheaply, which is fantastic. And of course, I always give them back, any overage and postage, combined shipping. Makes them think they're getting this grandiose deal. All right, now we're down to, let's do this one off. This is a 7x5, so it's a smaller ad. It's for Flea gum. 7x5. So I like to go down 7 by. Was it Todd that asked before about the putting the title? You can see this is kind of my, my canned description. It's always the same. I have a link back to my store. I put the dimensions in, like I mentioned earlier, and what magazine it's from. And this is all kind of the same all the time. Giving people ideas of what they could do with the ads. A lot of people frame them, obviously. So I just kind of reiterate that. Perfect for framing. This is for Flea's candy-coated gum. This is peppermint. Let's see what this little cartoon. Flea goes so fast, I have to be fair. Oh, they have a starting gun. That's kind of funny. Race. Starting gun. Am I going to be able to fit that? Yeehaw. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I'm going to wipe all this out temporarily so we could get this into the right category, which is like gum and candy. There you go, chewing gum. Because if I have all that other stuff in there, I probably won't realize what it is. Now I could go back in and put all that stuff that we took time to figure out, putting back in. And then this is Flea's. Don't know why that just happened. Flea's. All right, we changed that to 7x5, right? We did. List. Purple Soko is scanning. Awesome. Hey, Lisa, how you doing? Yeah. Sorry, it's not the best live. It's not really a show. It's just watching me list, really. Not even watching me, watching my screen as I list on eBay. Just impromptu thing. Figured I'd fire up the old YouTube for a few minutes. Yeah, Mother's mustache must be in some nice weather because all she keeps talking about is everybody's outside. It's not true around me, I'll tell you that. We're all stuck in the rain and cold. People seem to be buying a lot this week. Sold 40 alcohol ads to one guy. Wow, that's outrageous, Jeff. Congratulations. Yeah, I was just talking about that, the multiple purchases. Love that stuff. Congrats, man. That's awesome. Visually fantastic. It is. Hi, Jeff. Guy comes to Whatnot shows and buys your liquor and cigarette ads. Very cool. Gotta love people like that. You got to cultivate that relationship. Reach out, say, hey, I have a bunch more. I'm always listing more every day. Feel free to favorite my store. Come back. Stuff like that. I've even been so bold, and it's within eBay's guidelines. As long as you maintain the communication within eBay, you could always say, would you like me to reach out to you whenever I list something? If they collect Budweiser, let's just say, right? Is it okay with you if I reach out and give you a heads up every time I list Budweiser ad? And most of the times they'll be happy to if they're collectors of that stuff. So it's another road you might want to choose. You want to keep that guy. You don't want him going out and finding my store or anybody else's. All right, then the rest of the ads for this little bulk, this little batch of ads are all 14x5. So I'm going to modify that. I think we have another chewing. No, we don't have another chewing gum. What do we have? Gem is razors. I thought that was chewing gum. It's not. Canada Dry. Let's go to that one. Let me first fix the dimensions on this one. It's 14 by 5. Sorry, I just got a couple of quick messages. Okay. All right, 14 by 5. What do we have here? We have Canada Dry, Club Soda, I think it is. Canada Dry does have its own section, its own category. Right there, boom. Go to beverages. Better quiet down these drinks, Pierre. I don't know what that means. The champagne and ginger ales. Canada Dry. Under here it says sparkling. Club Soda. Delightful something water. A marvelous mix of sparkling water. So Club Soda, I'm going to put sparkling water and waiter. And move on. That's all there is to that one. Wow, you guys are out of control with your nice weather. I'm jealous. Miserable here. It's the middle of May, for God's sake. Like, come on. We don't have many months where it is warm as it is. It's going to be June, July, August, and it's fall again. I mean, you got to be kidding me. Come on, people. Anybody know anybody in the weather department? Let's make a call, somebody. Jeff, set up eBay shipping discount for more than 2 items. You also have a volume 15%. Very cool. Very, very cool. Yeah, those definitely, if you guys aren't using all those tools, I highly recommend you use some of them. The marketing strategies, they're really potent. You know, those volume discounts, combined shipping, which should be kind of standard, I would imagine, for most people. Coupons, all that good stuff. Even like newsletters. I think that's an often neglected feature of eBay that we could all utilize if you want. You could send out newsletters. You could send it to specific groups of people that have, already purchased from you. These things are pretty good. They work. Personally, I don't like to bombard people with stuff like that, with marketing paraphernalia, but once in a while, send out to a group of people that you create buyer groups on your own. If you didn't know that, you could do that. And then you could just send out to, somebody who bought a postcard, and you can even specify, last purchase was more than 90 days ago. Let's just say something like that. And you want to try to get them back into your store. So you send a newsletter out, you send a personalized private coupon out to those people. It's good stuff. They're all tools we can use, so I try to use them. Especially if you are, experiencing some slower sales, you want to just give it your all with things like that. Like try to get some action going. That's why it's really important to have wiggle room with your pricing and, low buy costs in general. And a lot of us that are doing ephemera, our buy costs are nil. I mean, these little pieces of paper there's no way this even costs me a penny if I itemize it out, each paper. So I could play around, $14.99, $11.99, send you, this amazing deal to get a free ad if you buy 3 other ones, so my combined cost is 4 cents, and I make $30, $40 on the other 3. Definitely worth it. Another cigarette ad, car, 3 cars, 4 cars. All right, so let's go to the cigarette ad. An ounce of prevention. This is saying less irritating. Oh, it doesn't fit. All right, we'll just use ounce prevention. That's fine. People just collect the brand usually when it comes to cigarette stuff, but there definitely are a lot of, even the silly Marlboro man. I sold some Marlboro ads recently too. Just the typical Marlboro man smoking a Marlboro with some cattle in the background. Sold. Sold. Let me pop up some of your comments. Let's take a break for a second. I like to give everybody the day in the sun. Like right out of the gate. Jeff, definitely the winner right here. 40 alcohol ads. Bravo, man. Bravo. And everybody giving their kudos to Jeff. Everybody raving about their great weather. Good for you. It's a really good idea. Marketing works. Yeah, absolutely. Try to use the tools. You're doing your W-2 job. You poor guy, Keith. Hi, Lori. How you doing? First time to catch you live. Full-time eBay reseller. New to print ads. We really appreciate you and the knowledge you share. Thank you very much. Oh, that's awesome. I'm sorry this is your first show and it's really far from a show. I'm usually a lot more animated. I usually have the camera on. We'll do that on tomorrow night, Friday night. I'll do a real live listing show. This was just a mid-afternoon, turn on the YouTube thing while I'm listing. Just say hi to some folks that might pop in. But great to have you, Lori. Thank you. Check it out. Tomorrow night, we'll probably do a full-blown listing show, weather permitting. And, I'll be on camera. We'll talk a lot more. We'll get a little deeper into each ad and talk about the specifics. But that's fantastic about your 40s magazines. Definitely my favorite, especially 40 to 45. My favorite era of magazines. My favorite era of advertising to list. Yep, I agree, Lisa, 100%. All right, let's bang these last few out here. And thanks for those who did pop in. It's a quick one, but I'll be back tomorrow night. We should be good. I do take my dad for another neurology visit, which is not fun, in Philadelphia. But it's at 10:30 in the morning, so assuming all goes well there, I should definitely be able to get on tomorrow night for a little bit. We'll do a real live listing show. What do you say? And I'll have some more of these cool World War II stuff, queued up for a live listing show tomorrow night. All right, the remaining are car ads except for this one. Okay. Gem, another very popular product in this pile of magazines I found from 45. Gem razors, not Fem. Gem razors. So just list this one as well. There is a shaving and razors category, which is great. There's your theme. Call this personal care products, all this kind of stuff. The toothpaste, the toothbrushes, the shaving, the deodorants, the et cetera. Gem. All right, let's see what the idea is on this one. Playing some golf, huh? I think my form's improving since you got rid of your 5 o'clock shadow. Hey now, look at this. It's a happy girl right there. Look at her face. What's going on there? What should we put? Putting? We'll put golf putting. Get the golf people involved. We'll keep it clean. We'll keep it nice. But obviously there are a lot of avid golf fans and collectors of such materials. So you never know. This is one of those great examples where if somebody's not necessarily collecting or looking for razor ads, they might be a golf person that just likes to get anything that has an imagery of golf. And for those folks, that's what we listed that ad for. All right, now we finish off with a couple of auto-related ads. And just like that, we get like another 15 listings done in what feels to be minutes. One, two, three, four. Okay, we got 4 left. So let me go back in, read some comments. Hey, Karen, how you doing? Thank you very much. Yeah, just popping in for a quick one. It's hot sale of the week. Autograph Larry Bird posted for basically $200. Congratulations, man. That's very, very cool. There you go. Go to that boy, Jeff. See, that's what I like to hear. That's again, always the bottom line is I'm trying to encourage others to do the same thing, whether it's ads or anything else you choose to list. Good stuff. Have a good one. Thanks for popping in, Jeff. And thanks for coming in, excuse me. Thanks for coming in, Karen. I was complaining about our miserable weather, Karen. You know, that's always something we have to talk about because it's universal. And we just can't break this horrible, cold, rainy, cloudy day after day after day. Even this morning was sunny for like 10 minutes and then clouds rolled in, wind kicks up. It's friggin' freezing out. Dying. Everybody else basking in 80 degrees and firing up the barbecue, telling me it's summer. It's the middle of spring. 1935 magazine, photos of Catherine Hepburn. Very cool. Good job, Lisa. Yeah, it's downright depressing, me says. I think it's very depressing. We only have such a small window of nice weather anyway during the course of a year, right? All right, Fram. Oil filter, right? Yep, oil and motor cleaner. Fram. But you see, we got a soldier on there. Put oil filter. I think they put cleaner, but people aren't going to search for that. They're going to search for oil filters. Might just be a term that's changed over the years. It's not really a gas company, but yeah, what the heck? Gets us in the area anyway. Put this in automobile. I was actually going to put music on, but the eBay gods don't like that because it's not even eBay. It's Universal Music and all these copyright holders. They ding your video if you put on music. So silly. So foolish. So greedy. But 'tis the world we live in, right? All right, we do have some sort of... oh, is that just... maybe that's not a soldier. Maybe it's just your friendly gas attendant. Let's see. All jazzed up with his... Yeah, that is what it is. Your mechanic's all jazzed up. Oil motor cleaner. Keep your car off the junk pile. No engine is complete without an oil filter. All right, so junk pile. I'm going to put mechanic. Junk pile. And that's good for that one. No need to get too detailed, I don't think. All right, couple left. We have a car battery. We have spark plugs. Just go right down the list. Get it done. Ever ready battery. Actually, I don't really think that's a car battery. I think it's just a regular battery. Let's see if we could find a home for a battery. General. Put it in household. What's going on here? Lighter moments, fresh, ready batteries. But we got buy war bonds there. U.S. Armed Forces. Buy war bonds. And then we got a dog in there. So put dog. Comic. Just so you guys can see this, it's some guy showing his dog how to bite the mailman. All right. Hey, Brian, how you doing? How do you like to determine what to sell these at? It would be time-consuming to always check all comps. Oh, you mean to how to price it? I just have my own pricing scheme, quite honestly, Brian. I mean, there's certain... it's like anything else. If you do things long enough, you kind of create your own market in a way, within reason. And if I see something that really jumps off the page, something really unique, I'll price it up. I don't really do comps on ads at all, to be honest with you. I probably did originally, but I'm always, I've been selling them for what I sell them for a few years now, and I just kind of go up and down based on, I guess, primarily based on uniqueness. That's probably my number one. If you had to have a hierarchy of reasons to price things the way you price them, the uniqueness of the ad, the scarcity of the ad, the scarcity of, let's say, even just the product itself or the brand, the collectability. Does a car sell better than Eveready batteries? Car ads, probably. So I might price that higher than I would an Eveready car ad. Just things like that. If you want to just kind of get used to it, if you're brand new to it and you want to look for comps, and that's completely fine. I'm in this, for me, this golden age of advertising, which is World War II stuff. And generally speaking, with that stuff, I'll price it at a premium just because of that. Like you could see right on this one, there's like a plane that they're highlighting a warplane up there. That's kind of cool. It's not something you're going to see all the time. It's just this little window from 40 to 45, basically, where you'll see stuff like that, used in advertising. So I like to try to capitalize on that and maybe price that at a little bit more of a premium than I would just a generic, cornflake ad from 1955. Now I got too much in this one. So again, we're going to dumb it down and we're just going to go Champion spark plugs. Try to find a good fit. That's funny. eBay Motors. Don't accidentally put your thing in eBay Motors. So yeah, there's no actual advertising spark plugs. You see how there's actual spark plugs you could sell, and there's eBay Motors you could sell. But we're going to go into this abyss of merchandise and memorabilia, and so be it. So be it. Put it in automobiles for the purposes of continuity in my own proprietary category. All right, warplanes. Cars. That's it for that one. Oh, let's get this into the right. This is Champion. I have Eveready in there. From the last ad, we want to change that for sure. All right. Cool. I appreciate it, Brian. Thank you. Hi, Susan. 15 blankets, which now I need to find a place for them after listing. I'm really liking your line of thinking. As far as what? As far as listing ephemera as opposed to hard goods? There's pros and cons to everything, Susan. I'll tell you that. Having done clothes initially, I started with clothes. I'm actually back into clothes on a second eBay store, and I'm having some moderate success with that. I'm enjoying doing it again because of the quick turnaround relatively. The downside of this ephemera, for the most part, is a lot of it will sit for a while. It's not going to be the kind of thing that has a 90-day sell-through. Generally speaking, just very generally speaking, there's always going to be exceptions. If you find something, like I said earlier, that's unique, special, it might fly off the shelf. You get the right buyer that happens to be looking for a Champion spark plug ad right now, this thing might sell 30 seconds after I list it. So pros and cons, yeah, the ease of listing, scanning, storage for paper is outrageously cool. I love postcards too. Last couple of years, I've been getting into postcards, semi-heavily. I have like 45,000 or so. Those same thing. They sell. They're very easy to scan, to list, to store, but they can sit for a while. So it's pros and cons. Well, you have 15 blankets, you might sell those within a month or two. So it's choose your poison, as long as you're listing something. But great to have you, Susan. Thanks for coming in. The biggest takeaway for anybody who might be new, looks like there's a few new names. And again, welcome to you. Thanks for coming in on a very atypical listing show. This is not what I usually do. I usually have the camera on. We're usually on for a couple hours. We have a grandiose discussion. I'm usually on Monday and Friday nights in the evening for a couple hours, but I just figured I'd throw the camera on today while I was listing. But anyway, in those longer shows, the big takeaway is, with few exceptions, and extremely few exceptions, magazines, it's a case of, all the innards being worth thousands of % more than selling a magazine as a whole, almost without exception. There might be one or two rogue magazines that are worth a fortune for whatever reason, but the vast majority of magazines, they're never going to sell clothes. You're lucky if you sell a whole magazine for the price I could sell one ad for, generally speaking. So that's the big takeaway, is carve up those magazines, slice them up, dice them up, look at all those beautiful treasures that they hold, and list individual pages and make, between 10 and $50 per page. All right, Dad, I'll see you in a little bit. As my dad goes up for a nap. Yay. That's the big takeaway. Cut them up. Don't sell the magazines unless you have, some incredible issue that's worth hundreds of dollars. What is this? This is Bose Seal Fast Tire Repair System. But look at that. You got the boys coming off of the ship here. So that's the cell, not, the Seal Fast Tire Repair System. Again, one of the reasons I love the World War II stuff and the World War I stuff, I might add. The World War I ads, which are a lot scarcer, are fantastic. Bose, what is this called? Tire Repair System. Other tire advertisements, that works. Bose is the brand. Will you help pave their way for job opportunities? All right, so the boys are coming back home. They need a job, right? Over there. Let's see. What kind of boys are we talking about? Looks like a ship to me. I'll put U.S. soldiers return home jobs. And that's a cool ad. That's an original. We talked earlier about originality. I don't know necessarily scarce, but certainly original, I would say, right? Even just the product itself. A tire repair sealant, not the kind of thing you see every day. But then, coupled with this cool image of the soldiers getting off the ship, coming home, and needing to work. One of my thoughts about so many questions about National Geographic. National Geographic magazines are a dime a dozen. Yep, and you come across them. No surprise. I would, in a heartbeat, carve those up. I would never sell. Again, there's exceptions. I'm told I don't really have a lot of experience, honestly, with National Geographic because they are just so common. I've heard that some of the issues from this same time period, World War II era, can sell for a decent price, entire issues. But I would, in a heartbeat, carve them up, get every advertisement you can out of them, and make, mountains of money more than if you were to sell just a generic National Geographic magazine. Anybody can go onto eBay right now. Go price out. What's the going rate for a National Geographic as a whole? Look at solds. Probably not a lot. So yeah, always cut out the ads of any magazine, that is too, Brian. You got the Life with Oppenheimer on the cover. Oh yeah, I believe it, man. And again, there's exceptions, but even that, theoretically, you could sell 10 ads and make as much money, but you'd probably get a quicker flip. And once in a while, like I sold a Beetle one. I sold the legendary one with Burt Law with the magic mushrooms. That sold for like $100 or something. So I have done that myself, but it's been maybe 2 or 3 magazines out of the hundreds and hundreds and probably thousands at this point that I've had my hands on that I've sold as a whole. Every other one I cut up and sell the ads. All right, I think this is the last one, isn't it? I think it is. All right, I know you just see a black screen, folks. It's just because I do not have a camera on right now. It was just an impromptu listing. But hopefully you guys can still hear me. Hey, what's going on, Swamp Picker? Yeah, it was not an official show. Just looks like an hour, though. We ran from 1 to 2. That's cool. Just listed a couple of print ads quickly. It wasn't really a show necessarily, but I do appreciate those of you who stopped in to say hi for coming in. And yeah, we'll do a proper show tomorrow, Sue. A couple of other people that are new. I don't want them to think this is our typical show format. We know that it's not. But it was just a chance to fire up YouTube and get an hour in the books on YouTube. So I really do appreciate you guys coming in. I'll be on tomorrow night, probably around 7 p.m. And we'll continue with another 1945 issue of Life magazine late in World War II. I'll get to scanning some ads for that show, actually, as soon as I turn this one off. So thanks again, guys. I'll see you tomorrow night, okay? Thanks for coming in. I really appreciate it. Bye-bye.